Today we're making chicken and avocado wraps. These are fantastic for any occasion. Take them out for work lunches, have them for lunch at home, dinner, or even breakfast if you wanted to, and all of the ingredients are laid out in front of me right here. What I'm using is some boneless and skinless chicken thigh, avocado, we can use 1 or 2, all of the macros in the video will only be for 1. Using low GI, high protein wraps, you can use any of your sort. Then we're going to be making a ranch dressing, which is going to marinate the chicken as well as go in the wrap at the end. So that's got some low-fat mayonnaise, buttermilk, low-fat sour cream, garlic and onion powder, then some dill, parsley and chives. Then for the rest of it, I've got low-fat mozzarella to go in there too. Then some more garlic and onion powder, a little bit of smoked paprika and dried chilies that are going to go on the chicken. Let's get straight into it.
Starting this off, we'll make our ranch sauce because this is going to be used as a marinade for the chicken as well as used in our wraps later on. We need 1 cup or 200 grams of low-fat mayonnaise, 2.5 tablespoons or 50 grams of low-fat sour cream, half a cup or 125 milliliters of buttermilk, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, garlic powder, dried dill, dried parsley, and 2 teaspoons of dried chives. Then season to taste with salt and ground white pepper. I use ground white pepper so there's no chunks of black pepper in there. Once that's all in, mix this around, make sure everything's combined. This right here is our ranch sauce. Like I said, it's going to be used as a marinade as well as in our wraps at the end. In terms of macros, this is all listed here, and this is for 1 single portion, including that single portion weight. Now for the chicken, this right here is 600 grams or 1.32 pounds of chicken thigh. It's boneless and skinless. Add over 1.5 teaspoons or 4 grams of both onion and garlic powder, 1.5 teaspoons or 4 grams of smoked paprika, half a teaspoon or 0.5 grams of red chili flakes, then season to taste with salt and ground white pepper. You can use black pepper here if you like to. Then for that ranch sauce being used as a marinade, I'm going to add about 3/4 of a cup or 180 grams of that ranch sauce. Save the rest for the end of the recipe and it can be stored in the fridge. Give everything a really good mix through till all of those flavors become friends. The chicken's nice and coated, and this can be used straight away, or you can put this in the fridge to marinate from anywhere between 30 minutes up to 48 hours, depending on how much time you have. When you are ready to cook, line a baking tray with parchment paper, place that chicken down, and we're going to add all of the marinade over the top. Make sure you scrape the bowl, it's all extra flavor, we don't want to miss out on that. And the macros are obviously included for that whole amount, so if you're throwing stuff away, it's going to be off. Then bake these at 190 degrees Celsius or 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 18 minutes until golden and cooked through. In the meantime, we can prepare everything else. What I have here is 1 avocado. Just remove the seed, slice it in half, be careful of your hands, do this however you like. And I like to use a spoon just to scoop out the flesh, placing it into a bowl. Season to taste with sea salt flakes. Not only does it act as a seasoning, but the sea salt acts as an abrasive to help break down the avocado. And of course, add in cracked black pepper. Then mash this up until it's a bit chunky, a little bit smooth. You should have something that looks like this. And you don't have to mash it either, you can thinly slice it. Going back to our chicken, this has been cooking for 18 minutes. It's perfectly cooked through, a little bit golden on the top. We can allow this to rest for about 10 minutes. Then we can place it onto our board. You don't have to do what I'm about to do. You can leave the chicken whole. But what I'm doing is just roughly chopping it, cutting it up into nice bite-sized pieces. It makes it easier to go into the wraps and a lot easier to eat. Now to build the wraps, we can spread over about 1 tablespoon of that ranch sauce. Place over the avocado on top of that, spread it into the ranch sauce for extra flavor, or use slices, whatever you've chosen to do. Add over 1/5 of the chicken, spread it out so nothing's sitting on top of one another. Add over 20 grams or 0.7 ounces of low-fat shredded mozzarella cheese. Then season to taste with salt and cracked black pepper, and then fold these up. The way I like to do it is fold the sides in, wrap it over, tuck everything in, and then just make sure everything's nice and tight with that seam sitting at the bottom, just so it doesn't fall apart. This recipe makes 5 wraps. I'm going to leave these fresh just so when you go to reheat them or toast them for the first time, you're not re-toasting something and then it becomes dry and a little bit crusty. And the best way to store them is to wrap them tightly in food-safe paper. You can also put them in Ziploc bags or airtight meal prep containers. And when it comes to serving, all you need to do is slice it in half, which then reveals our beautiful chicken and avocado wraps. These look absolutely incredible and I know they taste amazing as well. And this right here is the macros for 1 individual wrap.
So there we have our chicken and avocado wraps. Place these in the fridge for up to 3 days and in the freezer for up to 3 months. When it comes to reheating, you can just put them in the microwave for about 1 minute just to heat up that center. Place them into a pan with a touch of oil and then just toast it on all of the sides until it's nice and brown. Alternatively, you can just eat it cold. These are completely fine. With everything said and done though, there is only one thing left to do, and that is of course, we can then dig in. That's really good.